We'll see how all that works. And then it'll be similar to last week. I've got a couple variables that I can do at that spot. Anyways, we look forward to the challenge of playing the Browns. They're a good football team. Every team in this league, I mean, as we know, has a chance to win games. So we that's the way the league's set up right now, and so we get ourselves ready to play. You don't care about records or anything else. I know they're well coached. I know Kevin personally, and he does a heck of a job. And his coordinator Schwartz, I mean, I've known for a long time, and Dorsey, Bubba. I mean, they're all good football coaches. They got good players, and so we got to make sure we have a good week of practice, going forward here. So with that, time's yours.
And Lee Butker is eligible to come off IR this week. You see him kicking in Cleveland this week?
We're going to see how he does here. So he'll get a few. Yeah, he'll have a few snaps out there.
Andy, of course.
Chances.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Of course, you're only looking at this game, but am I right to think this is the first time you'll ever confront a situation with 3 games in 10 or 11 days? And in some way, do you have to have that in your thinking somewhere?
Yeah, that's a unique situation. You just have to manage it. It is what it is. So you make the best of it. And the main thing is that you get your guys ready for the game. Give them a chance to be ready for the game. They're going to do whatever you present to them. So try to help them out with that. But right now we've got normal week right here. So we got to take care of business for sure.
Just another housekeeping kind of question with Hollywood. How close is he and so far maybe only his practice with him?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's getting close. I mean, he's chomping at the bit to get back out there. And but he's got to visit with the doctors and make sure that he gets clearance there. And so, but I think I'd probably say he's getting close. I can't give you a date. I don't know a date on it, but he says he feels great. So.
Andy, what's the plan for Steve Nelson?
Yeah, let him get himself in shape, move around a little bit, and you won't see him this week. That's not what we're going to do. Be like the other guys that came in, give him a chance to kind of get their feet under him, and for sure, So he hasn't done anything up to this point. So let him get moving around.
Pat's been, as you know, been sacked more this year than he has in his career and faced more pressure. How have you seen him adapt his game to that?
Yeah, well, I mean, he made some unbelievable catches, throws the other day, and he never complains about anything. He doesn't, he just comes back and goes on to the next one and fires. And so, but I mean, he's doing what he always does. I mean, he hasn't had to really adapt other than to make the throw. And
well, he was really good the other night, getting rid of the ball quickly and complete those passes.
Yeah.
Could he have done that earlier in his career, do you think?
Yeah, I think he could have. Yeah, I mean, we didn't ask him to do a whole lot of that, but we. I think he could have. Yeah.
When you guys go back and look at the film, when you grade those things out, like this was a coverage deal, this was a line breakdown, this was a ball where maybe Patrick held it too long. I mean, how does that mix go out? Has it been different this year than other years?
We look at everything, so for sure. And I mean, he's had a little bit more pressure this year. Listen, he'll tell you, it'll be the first day, they're spread all over the place. Everybody's had a piece of it, me included, calling the play. So it's I've got to make sure I adapt to the personnel and what we have and what they do best, and then everybody else has to do their job. And so I think everybody probably tell you it's spread around, on that.
What type of challenge does Myles Garrett present, and I guess how much does that weigh maybe in a tackle decision, when you're trying to figure that out?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's really a good player, probably a future Hall of Famer, I'd say. He's a dominant player, and we recognize that and respect that. He's going to show up though, and we're going to show up, and we've got to play well against him, and we have the capability of doing that. That's how I feel. So we just got to, but we respect the heck out of him. Yeah.
And when you said Patrick never complains, I wonder if you could, I mean, it seems maybe obvious, but I wonder if you could maybe go a little bit deeper on that.
Yeah, listen, he gets up and goes. You always see him, give me the next one. I mean, and that's how, just give me another one. I'll make it work here. So he doesn't, he doesn't ever get crazy with that stuff. So he's pretty good about it.
Andy, this is a theme this year, but bringing in guys similar to Steven Nelson who didn't have training camp, didn't have obviously a preseason, what have you found that has been sort of the right balance of trying to bring them up to speed as quickly as possible, but obviously not put them actually in more danger, you know, when you play a game? Obviously something you can't determine if something's going to happen with DJ, but obviously it's all, you know, the tightrope you're walking, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I mean, you have to listen to everybody and see, and particularly the kid, and see where he's at. And you can kind of get to know him in that period of time and make a judgment on it and go with it. It's a sport where even the healthy guys and guys that have been with us from the beginning, they have a chance of getting hurt. I mean, that's all part of this. But yeah, to answer your question, we just make an evaluation on it with you know, the different information from different people, but particularly the kid.
Andy, when you pop up the film on the Browns defense, what are kind of the signatures of the Jim Schwartz style?
Yeah, aggressive. He's got a really good blitz package. It's extensive, and then they mix it in with zone, so they can play single safety, middle zone, shell. I mean, he's got it all, and he dials them all up. You know, you got to be sharp when you play against him.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good. Thanks.
Today, we've got a lot to dive into, so grab your favorite game day snack and let's talk about two major stories making waves this week. First, we're revisiting the journey of a forgotten Chiefs champion, Ekow Boye-Doe, who's found a new home with the New York Giants. Then, we'll tackle the upcoming Week 15 matchup against the Cleveland Browns, a game packed with intrigue and high stakes. For our team, now, before we dig deeper, I've got a quick favor to ask. If you love keeping up with Chiefs news and want to be part of a growing community of fans, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Seriously, your support means everything to us. Let's grow this channel together and hit our goal of 2,000 subscribers. We're counting on you, and hey, let's make this fun. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you think Ekow Boye-Doe could have made a difference for the Chiefs this season? I'll be checking your answers, so don't hold back. Alright, let's jump right into Boye-Doe's journey with the Chiefs and how he got here. So, let's talk about Ekow Boye-Doe, a name you might not have heard in a while, but definitely someone worth revisiting. Boye-Doe's story is pretty special, especially if you're a fan of Kansas football. Born and raised in Kansas, this guy was all about representing his home state. He played college ball at Kansas State from 2018 to 2022, racking up 42 games as a Wildcat. His stats: solid 70 for tackles, 14 pass deflections, 3 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 1 recovery. Sure, he wasn't a turnover machine, but his skills showed enough promise to catch the Chiefs' eye. Fast forward to 2023, and Boye-Doe signs with the Chiefs as an undrafted free agent. For most players, that's already a dream come true. He spent the first 12 weeks of the season on the practice squad, learning the ropes and soaking in everything about the NFL. By week 13, he got the call up to the active roster. Imagine the excitement of being on the sidelines with the reigning Super Bowl champs. But here's the twist: he never actually played a snap that season. Despite that, Boye-Doe walked away with a Super Bowl ring after the Chiefs' big win against the 49ers. That's something not many players can say, especially in their rookie year. Fast forward to August 2024, and things take a turn. The Chiefs waived Boye-Doe during preseason cuts, considering the team struggles in the secondary after Jalen Watson's injury. It's surprising he didn't get another shot. It's one of those what could have been situations, right? Here's a question for you. Do you think the Chiefs made a mistake letting Boye-Doe go? Or was it just a case of bad timing for him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and maybe we'll revisit this topic in another video. Alright, now let's shift gears and talk about Ekow Boye-Doe's fresh start with the New York Giants. Just recently, the Giants decided to bring him on board, and honestly, it's a fascinating move. Boye-Doe might not have seen any game time with the Chiefs, but let's not forget he spent weeks learning Kansas City's playbook and practicing alongside some of the league's best. That experience alone is a valuable asset for a team like the Giants, who are looking to shake things up in their secondary. Now, here's where things get even more intriguing. Andy Reid has this knack for bringing back former players who already know the system, something we've seen time and time again. So, why not Boye-Doe? Given how much the Chiefs' secondary has struggled since losing Jalen Watson, it's surprising they didn't pick up the phone and give him another shot. Do you think Boye-Doe could have stepped in and made a difference? Or is there something we're missing here? I'd love to hear your take in the comments. For the Giants, this move makes a lot of sense. They're banking on Boye-Doe's potential and hoping he can translate that practice squad experience into game day performance. It's a low-risk, high-reward scenario for them. If it pays off, they've got a young, athletic cornerback with untapped potential. If not, it's not a huge loss, but what about Boye-Doe himself? This is his shot at redemption, a chance to prove he belongs in the NFL. Imagine being in his shoes, overlooked, waived, and now with an opportunity to show everyone, including the Chiefs, what they missed out on. Talk about motivation, right? Here's a fun thought: what if Boye-Doe has a breakout season with the Giants? How would you feel as a Chiefs fan watching that happen? Let's start a poll in the comments. Was letting Boye-Doe go a smart move or a big miss? Vote below. let's talk game day, Chiefs Kingdom. Week 15 is just around the corner, and our Kansas City Chiefs are heading to Cleveland to take on the Browns. This matchup is shaping up to be more than just another game. It's a test for the Chiefs' consistency. As they push toward the playoffs, the odds are in our favor, with Kansas City as a 6.5-point favorite. But if there's one thing we know about the NFL, it's that anything can happen on any given Sunday. The Browns are no pushovers, and with Jameis Winston at quarterback, they'll look to exploit our secondary unit that's been shaky since Jalen Watson's injury. Winston is unpredictable. He might throw a pick six one moment and hit a 50-yard bomb the next. What do you think? Will our defense step up and hold the line, or will this game be a nail-biter? On the other side of the ball, you've got Patrick Mahomes. This guy just finds ways to win. Whether it's a scramble, a no-look pass, or threading the needle in triple coverage, he's always up for the challenge. Against the Browns, Mahomes will likely be the key to another Chiefs victory. The big question is, can the offensive line keep him protected long enough to work his magic? Let's make this interactive. Predict the final score in the comments. I'll kick things off. My guess is 28-20 Chiefs. What's yours? And while you're at it, tell me your biggest worry for this matchup. Is it the secondary, the run defense, or something else entirely? I'll feature some of your thoughts in the next video. Alright, let's break down the keys to victory in this Week 15 matchup between the Chiefs and the Browns. Every game has its turning points, and this one is no different. Here's what you should keep an eye on. First up, the Chiefs. Secondary. With Jalen Watson out, there's been a noticeable gap in coverage. Jameis Winston isn't shy about airing it out, and Cleveland's receiving corps could exploit that. The Chiefs need to tighten up their defense to avoid big plays. What do you think? Can the Chiefs secondary step up? Or are they in for a rough day? Let me know in the comments. On the flip side, Kansas City's offense remains the backbone of this team. Patrick Mahomes is as clutch as they come, and you can bet he'll find ways to work his magic, especially under pressure. Cleveland's defense will try to bring the heat, but if Mahomes can stay mobile and get the ball to Travis Kelce and the wideouts, the Chiefs should be able to put points on the board. One wild card to watch: turnovers. Winston's aggressive style means he's prone to mistakes, and the Chiefs' defense could capitalize on that. The question is, will they? Here's a quick poll for you. What's more likely, Winston throwing a pick six or the Chiefs' defense giving up a deep touchdown? Vote below. Alright, with the game plan set, let's wrap it up with some final thoughts and a few questions for you to chew on. Let's close it out. So there you have it. Chiefs Kingdom to big stories to keep your eyes on. Ekow Boye-Doe's journey to the Giants might just be the fresh start he needs, but was letting him go the right move for Kansas City. And as for the Week 15 clash against the Browns, it's shaping up to be another nail-biter, with both teams having something to improve. Before you go, let's keep the conversation alive. Who's your player to watch in this matchup? Do you think Mahomes will have another MVP caliber performance, or will Cleveland's defense make things difficult? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and hey, if you haven't already, subscribe to Total Chiefs and hit that notification bell. We're on a mission to grow this community to 2,000 subscribers, and your support makes all the difference. Let's make this the go-to place for Chiefs fans everywhere. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Chiefs! See you in the next one.